Hey friends, I'm Chris Schufel with Chris in the Classroom, and today we're dusting off some old wisdom. There's an old saying that I'm sure you've heard: sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. It's been passed down for generations. You know, when we were kids and being made fun of or teased or insulted, parents or grandparents would teach us, to say that. And then we would go and say that to ourselves, or we'd say it to our tormentor. And it was a way of saying, you know what, say what you want. It's not going to bother me. You know, and when I speak to student audiences, kids often come up to me and say, hey, my grandmother told me that. And I'm like, y'all, grandma is smart. She's so wise. You know, but that saying, that wise old saying, has come under attack in recent years. People say, how can you say that? You know, how can you say that words never hurt? Because they do. You know, words hurt. That sticks and stones thing, that's a lie. Friends, I'm here to tell you it's not a lie. I simply think that people who say that are misinformed. Now, I understand that on the surface, it seems like we're making an absolute definitive statement that words can never hurt anybody. You know, and of course, I know that's not true. But that's not what the saying really means. That saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me, it was first invented in the US in the mid 1800s by the African American slaves. I'll wait while you Google it. See, it's true. The slaves knew that they were about to gain their freedom. They knew about Abraham Lincoln and they knew about the Emancipation Proclamation. They knew they were about to be free. But they also knew that as they went out into the real world as free citizens, that they were going to encounter some mean people. They just knew it. They weren't naive in thinking that everybody was going to be kind to them 100% of the time. You know, they didn't expect everyone to be nice all the time. They didn't think that the world was going to be sunshine and rainbows and unicorns. You know, they knew they were going to come across some mean people every now and then. And they knew that if somebody was going to try to physically abuse them, that was going to cause a pain that they couldn't control. They understood that if somebody hit them with a stick or a stone, that's going to cause what's called objective harm to their body or their property. They could say to themselves all day long, this stick is not going to hurt, this stick is not going to hurt, and it's still going to hurt because physical attacks hurt, period. Nothing we can do about that. But the slaves realized this one truth, that words only have the power that the listener gives them. Words only have the power that the listener gives them. And yes, slaves knew that the words could hurt, especially after everything they had been through for so long, but they also knew that words only have the power that the listener gives them, and they had the control of whether the words were going to penetrate their heart. So they repeated this saying to themselves over and over and over again: sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. And they taught it to their kids, and it got passed down from generation to generation. It was a coping mechanism. It wasn't an absolute statement. They learned how to protect their heart by using their brain. The slaves knew that the two things that they had control over were their brains and their hearts. Psychology even teaches that you can program your mind. The person you talk to the most is you. The more you talk to yourself, the more you program the most powerful computer in the world, your brain. And the more you tell yourself something, the more you believe it. And the more you believe it, the more it becomes who you are. You start to live it. I think a better way to say it, just to avoid any confusion, would be: sticks and stones may break my bones, but words don't have to hurt me. Because yes, words can hurt, but they don't have to. And you are the one who decides whether or not someone else's mean words or behavior are going to hurt you. And when you do that, you tap into the wisdom of one of the greatest lessons ever given to us by the African American community. Well, that's it, friends. Thanks for watching. Hey, if you want to learn more about these methods and build resilient kids, check out the Squabbles program for students, parents, and schools. I guarantee you'll be glad you did. And until next time, class is dismissed.